feels fitting for the next episode to start with another game between Margate and Dover. Margate have had the better of this over quite a long period of time, although Dover won the latest game. Both teams were at full strength. Even Lee Morris isn't injured this time, so it's a fair game. So let's see who wins this one. Looks like Dover are getting the better of the start of the game. Tanny Jones has been great signing, great pickup. Bastion needs absolutely been the player that's been a thorn constantly in the side of Margate. So Margate, no one's injured. Yeah, they're pretty much okay. So we start the game. So is this going to be 2 wins in a row for... No. Oh yes, maybe. It looks like it will be. Foster is starting to become too injured, so I might sell Foster and I might sell Morris, just because they're just injured all the time. So yeah, he's done well there. Tom's this guy just absolutely dominates game after game after game. An absolute machine. He's only got tackling of 9, but he's dominant. And then Liverpool want the other one, Bucode. So 2 absolutely obscene central midfielders. Right, let's see the next game. So we've got the big game between Lee and Stalybridge. Basically, Stalybridge need to win this one. I think Lee's like... Can I see team stats view? Games without losing. So yeah, they're just on a 50 game unbeaten streak in the conference. I've never seen anything that ridiculous before in my life. I'm hoping that you can hear me and not the poker in the background. I think it's muted. So I'll close that. Kirk is still the best player in the division. He's not the best scorer. Jackson is that. I think we'll have to invest in some decent players down the line. In terms of assists, is he going to set the record for assists this season? Goals. The goals might go. The assists won't go. But goals might go. One of the big problems is like just losing the best strikers every time. But yeah, this is the big game. So Lee basically without Doolin, he's injured, which is annoying because he scored so many goals. Stevens probably a little bit injured, unfit, and then Stalybridge. Stalybridge are in a little bit of a better situation. Yeah, but I think whoever wins this will go up. I don't really see many more points being dropped. Stalybridge have lost once. I can't remember who it was to. So let's see. There will be some transfers made in the close season, obviously. I've just... This is on Windows 11 now, so who knows? Who knows how this will sound? It's going to be a close one. It's also the transfer window. What I like to do is on the week of and the day of the transfer window, we do look at trying to buy players, and we start putting players on sale. Nope, they're all fine. And Sullivan will come on. And we're still on medium speed. Okay, all good. This is like one of those end of season. Both teams have had an offside goal. Ryan Hayes got a red card. Penalty. Brendan, 2 offside goals. Uh, that is an obscene game of football. Um, so it looks like it's Leeds to lose now. We have the first cup final of the entire run, which is Dover versus Chelsea, and we'll very soon have a second cup final, which I think will be the last part of this. Anyway, it's against Chelsea, and Dover have beaten Chelsea once in a League Cup quarter final. But let's see how they do here. In terms of their midfield, Teo's just done better than Aaron Brown. Aaron Brown's probably like a bad buy. The more I think about it, the less I'm happy with it. So this is how we're lining up. Let's go. So Chelsea's team is ridiculous. I will show you in a second. It is an absolutely outrageous team. Arguably like the best in the Prem, maybe. As you can see, we aren't doing very well against them. And everyone seems to be fit enough. So yeah, just a ridiculously good team. So I do believe though that regardless what the score is here, that we get into Europe based on the back of it. I think they're like third in the league or something. Because United obviously are still the best team. I don't expect a really late goal from them. There we go. Paul Emerson with a foul in the last minute. And they'll score. There you go. Outrageous. What an outrageous way to end the game. Oh well, see you in the next final. So we're back once again with the two teams in the conference having at it again. Seems to always be these two teams, and they always seem to be playing some game of some sort of high level importance. So on this one, it's now the semi-final of the FA Trophy. So let's see what happens here. So Lee have taken a lead in this one, which isn't ideal for Staley Bridge. Yeah, I just think that the 4-4-2 formation just doesn't do as well against this. I mean, they're doing okay, aren't they? Brendan Markey's knackered. I do think there's definitely a situation where the players that have left Staley Bridge have really weakened them, and I've not been able to bring anyone in who's anywhere near as good. I mean, they're still very good compared to who else is in the league. But against Lee, it's just a bridge too far, I think. So that's the first game. I will see you in the second one. So we've got another game. Staley Bridge are now against Margate in the semi-final of the FA Cup. Unhappy about losing to Lee. What do you want to do, man? As you can see, the manager's got not the manager, the assistant has no idea what's going on. So medium pace. I mean, these two teams are going to be, not just these two, the other ones are going to be playing each other quite a lot. So I think like all of the 4-4-2 formations just aren't as strong as the other ones because they've got 4 players on the wing. All the other ones have got 2 players on the wing. I don't even know who that is. I assume it's a centre back. So Danny Gautry's being a problem. Let's have a look. Camille, yeah, that's probably the best there. We did sell. We did sell Lee Morris because his injuries were just getting it into my head. I bet he's not got been injured since he's been there. Really injuries. First or fourth. No, nope. He's not been injured since he left me. Amazing. Stupid game. Second half. Let's get it. So he's just given away a penalty. The guy scored. Am I tempted to take the team that play 4-4-2 and change the formation that they play? Yes. I am incredibly tempted to take the team that play 4-4-2 and give them 4-1-2-1-2 to give a more centralised formation. But I will see you in the next bit. So we're here for the second leg of the FA Trophy. Like I said, I am tempted to move these to a 4-1 or maybe a 4-1-2. Maybe that one. 4-4-2 diamond. I just don't like this formation. Just don't think it's as good. I don't think I've used a diamond before, so it'd be quite an interesting one to use. You could use it with pretty much the same players as well. Still don't think it's a great formation, but I think it'll be better than the current formation. But we'll see. Anyway, I will see. I will think about it, just because I think otherwise there's going to become such a big gap between all of the teams. As you can see, John Doolan just bashing his 20th goal of the season, which is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, it's just they just aren't in the same league as the other teams. You can clearly see that, and I don't think there's much we can do about it. Like I don't actually think that that I can, like, even with the best players, I just don't think that this team will ever compete with the other teams. I just don't think that they're anywhere near as good, because this is like basically a 4-4-2 formation. I might even be better just using 4-5-1, which I know isn't ideal to watch because you don't really score many goals. So what I'll do is I'll have a think, and I will look at making the formation 4-1-2-1-2. No, 4-4-2 diamond. Although I do like a centralised formation as well. So, but we'll see. But as you can see, like they're just getting torn apart by other teams. They're really now clearly much weaker than everybody else. I don't know how Doolan's done that. Like, that's literally insane. That's the maddest thing I've seen for a while on this game. So yeah, I will see you for the cup final and the end of the season. I completely forgot about this. The next match is the Vans Trophy final, which is Dover versus Lee. Dover have got so many injuries and unfit players, it's unbelievable. We still haven't got the best winger, so our two centre forwards are knackered. Jackson's knackered. Ford, who's a youth player, came and played well. He's not in. Theo's not great. Like, the centre backs, Thompson's knackered. Burns is tired. So yeah, it is a patched up B team. Let's see how these do here. Obviously, there's good players on both teams. I assume that Dover will win just because their two centres are, well, they've got a better formation, but their two strikers are better, and they've been able to like replace players. Yeah, one shot on target for both teams seems about right. And Theo's shattered, so Brown can come on. Sharky's shattered, so Ortiz can come on. We'll keep it on mediums. So let's have a look at this one. Yeah, the teams in the high divisions, it is a bit easier for them to replace players that go than the teams in the lower divisions. So when I lose a player in the lower division, it's much harder to replace them with a similar quality player. Like I was saying, Schmidt, who I think is on his way out at the end of this season. So, yeah, the next game I believe will be the cup final, and then I'll show you the overall at the end of the season. So we're here with a double final day. Leah away at Boston, and I'm not quite sure how to find the other one. Margate are against Derby in the other final. We're going to start with the league game though. We'll go for the less important game, the more important game. So Doolan's obviously scored ridiculous amounts of goals since he's joined, which is great. This Howells guy is a really good player. Is come through their youth system, I think. I know they picked him up on a free. He's ended up at Charlton, so obviously like a really good player. Doolan and Jackson have probably been the best two players for these, and then maybe Peg Lee. So these are all like decent enough. Let's have a look. Yeah, so not really much else to say other than the fact that like we are at a point where essentially in that division there's no one even close. I think Lee have done an unbeaten season as well. So yeah, completely unbeaten throughout the season. Stalybridge were 1 point away. They only got 3 more points than Dover in the first season, which is quite funny, and they didn't get anywhere near as many goals as Margate did. They didn't win the most in a row. However, they have got the highest games without losing I've ever seen in the conference, which is a bit ridiculous. So that's how it goes. Right, now the big one. So Derby, really good team. They are playing Malcolm Christie, who remember he was really good. West, Scott Parker. I don't know how they got Scott Parker. Scott Parker is usually someone that people want to sign. So they must be doing really well. Cameron with his 45th goal of the season, which is ridiculous. I do think out of all the formations, like the basic formations, this is the one that gives you the most goals. By a long way, actually. I don't think anything else gives anywhere near as many goals as this one. But these have got a good team. I'm not sure we've got a good enough team to beat them. Yeah, it's when I play with obviously the talent pool's sort of weaker. There's Vasquez scoring against a Premier League team, which, as I was saying to that guy, he would score loads in any division, I think. So yeah, we'll take that. That means Margate, and I assume. Let's have a look at the Prem. I'm assuming that Stalybridge will be in Europe as well. In terms of the divisions, second division was won by Dover at Cantor. I think they got the most goals and the most points. Let me see. Yes, goals and points. Third division, Margate just about won the points and beat Dover on the goals. Also, we've got games won in a row. No one's beaten Luton's 20 games without losing. That's annoying, isn't it? And then in the conference, like I said, Lee absolutely blitz the division. So hopefully Stalybridge can do that next season. I will see you when the new season starts.